witches, what's up, babe? This is WhiteRaven over here. Today's Monday, so happy Magic Monday to all of you guys. How are you, my beautiful witches? I really hope you had an excellent Christmas, Yule, or whatever holidays that you celebrate in the past couple of days. I hope it was excellent. I hope that even if you were by yourself, you have some time to really truly be happy within yourself, within your heart. I wish you lots of blessings for this year to come. And know that every single one of you guys was in the back of my head in the past couple of days. Even when I am not present in social media, I am thinking about you guys. And it's impossible for me not to see all the beautiful shows of love and everything you guys write to me and all your very beautiful, kind wishes for me. I really, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate everything you do for me, witches. And I want you to know, and I want to make really clear that the feeling is mutual. Every blessing that you send at me, I send right back at you. Threefolds, witches, threefolds. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. The start of the year is coming up in a couple more days. I have shared with you guys a couple of years ago, actually, on December 2019, I was very excited for the year 2020 to come. I shared some videos with you guys, some spells on what to do for the new years to come. So those videos are still here in this channel. So if you want to do any type of spells or rituals on the 31st of December, please make sure to watch those videos. I will link them in the description of the video right here. So please make sure to check the description of this video because I always put in there links of books that you may want to check out. And whatever I mention here, I usually link in the description of the video. But the video that I'm going to share with you guys today is going to be something different. I personally, this year coming up, 2022, I want it to be all about prosperity. I was talking to my husband yesterday. We were talking about New Year's resolutions because it is healthy to set goals, which is, there's nothing wrong with New Year's resolutions. It is very healthy to set some goals and to aspire to better things. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And he was asking me what were my New Year's resolutions. And in reality, I feel like I have everything that my heart desires. Except I would like to have more time to spend with you guys and with WhiteRaven and witcheslair.com. It is my ultimate goal to have the time to either write and share with you guys things that I wish I had when I started in the beginning of my path. So my New Year's resolution, witches, is definitely going to be prosperity. I want to focus in prosperity, maybe some more independence from work, and maybe this is something that you also will like to do. So I decided to dedicate this coming year to one of my favorite deities and goddesses, Lady Fortuna. It happens that on January 1st, it is Lady Fortuna Day. She's one of the deities of that day. I took that as a really good omen that this is exactly the path that I should follow this coming year of 2022. And I'm going to share with you the things that I'm going to do in order to dedicate this year to prosperity. Now, let's talk about this beautiful goddess that I have over here with me, which is Lady Fortuna. She's been with me for many, many, many years. Since the beginning of my path, Lady Fortuna has been one of those deities that I feel very attached to. And I have a great relationship with her. She's actually an Etruscan goddess, which means she is not Greek and she's definitely not Roman. She's actually Latin, Etruscan. But she was venerated by the Romans, and she is the symbol of abundance. That's why you see her all the time with the cornucopia, which is something that if you grew up like me in a Spanish family, you know that when you were little, mom and grandma had a cornucopia in the middle of the table. I know my mom did. That is the symbol of prosperity, of abundance, of never being hungry, of never being in the need of food or your basics, right? So Lady Fortuna has been with me for quite some time. I really love her. She's in a lot of my meditations. And she's very important to me. So I really want to dedicate the year 2022 to her. And I'm going to deepen my relationship with her. I really want to get to know her even more. If you want to know even more about Lady Fortuna, I strongly suggest that you get the Encyclopedia of Spirits by Judika Illes. She talks a lot about Lady Fortuna in that book and other deities. Some of the offerings that Lady Fortuna likes, and it's very simple. You can keep Lady Fortuna so happy with such simple things, which is one of the things that she really likes is milk with honey and some poppy seeds, and that is something that you can offer her so easily. And take, which is whenever you give to her from your essentials, from your bare essentials, that is something taken very seriously by this energy, by this entity, by this goddess, by this deity. So at the end of the day, which is, it doesn't matter how little or how big you give to her. What matters is what is within your heart. I made this oil for Lady Fortuna. I'm going to be using this oil for my rituals during this year coming, and I'm going to tell you the recipe for this oil so you can have it yourself. This oil I'm going to name Lady Fortuna oil, and the base for this oil is going to be jojoba oil. Now I chose jojoba oil because jojoba oil has a long shelf life. You can also use olive oil if you wish. Now olive oil does not have the shelf life that jojoba oil has. So if you want to enhance the shelf life of olive oil, please make sure that you open a little caplet of vitamin E. You squirt that vitamin E in your little oil bottle so you can extend a little bit the shelf life of your olive oil. To that jojoba oil or olive oil, whichever you decide to use, you're going to add 7 allspice beads. That's what you're going to put inside this oil. You're also going to add 7 frankincense drops of oil. To that, you're also going to add 7 drops of vanilla essential oil and 1 drop of cinnamon essential oil. The last thing that I added to my oil was a very small pellet of a lodestone. Now, many of you guys are going to ask me if I had substitute for any of these ingredients. It's been a very long time not only meditating on the ingredients that I was going to put in this oil, but also doing research. So the answer to the question that if I have any substitutes for any of these ingredients is going to be no, I don't. Because this was very personal to me. So what I suggest for you witches is that if you do not have one of all of the ingredients that you need for this oil recipe that I'm sharing here with you today, then do it with anything that resonates with you and that pertains to prosperity, that symbolizes prosperity to you. After all, that's probably going to be a better recipe than doing something that does not relate or resonate with you at all. So that's my 20 cents right there. If you do not like this recipe, or if you do not have any of the ingredients that go into this recipe, then by all means adjust the recipe with something that resonates better with you. But please understand, there has been a lot of research and a lot of meditation on the ingredients that I have to put in this particular oil. I may or may not put it in the website, but at least you have a basic recipe over here of Fortuna oil. The card of the Wheel of the Fortune, or anything that represents a Wheel of the Fortune, is one of Lady Fortuna's emblems. So aside from the horn of the cornucopia horn, you can also get a Wheel of the Fortune tarot card to put it. Okay, which is so just because things are extremely unpredictable in this witchy room sometimes, I have to redo my video. I have to start this video again for you guys, and luckily for me, I was able to save some of my video. Terrible interference came up in my microphone, in the microphone of my camera and the video. Rest assured that I'm going to be listening to that interference. It's a lot of static, and I'm going to be looking for messages because there is no reason why my microphone should be picking up interference in here. where I am and while I'm doing. So yeah, there was a lot of interference and I had to make a parenthesis in the video, and now I'm filming with a different microphone and my phone. So I hope you guys appreciate the length that I have to go sometimes in order to do videos for you guys. I have no doubts, and this is something I was telling my husband today. It's like, there's a lot going on in this witch room or in this house, and I don't mind. I enjoy it very much, I'm not gonna lie. But sometimes the spirits want to communicate when they want to communicate. But anyways, let's go with the video. The card of the Wheel of the Fortune is another symbol of Lady Fortuna. So this is a card that you may want to keep handy when you're working with her. And the whole point of this video that I'm sharing here with you today is for you to make an altar. I want you to make an altar for Lady Fortuna for this year coming up. If you want to, if this is what you want. What we're going to do is an altar for her, to honor her, and to dedicate a little space in our home to her so we can do our spells for prosperity. So again, you can put in that altar the Wheel of the Fortune card. Okay. Now I have talked to you guys before about joss paper, and this paper is really magical. Especially this one has worked really well for me. This is the joss paper that I used to write my petition before getting this house, and getting this house, trust me, which was more than just saying I want to buy this house. Or you can use this joss paper. It looks like money, and you can write petitions in here. So if we make this altar for Lady Fortuna, you can either have this paper with some of your petitions if you wish to, or this paper if you want just particularly money issues. Okay. Do you have to have this in your Lady Fortuna space, in your Lady Fortuna altar? No, you don't. The idea is, witches, that we are going to have a space for Lady Fortuna in which we're going to dedicate one day every single month. To be specific, every first of the month, we are going to light our candle for Lady Fortuna. And we are going to send our petitions out there. The whole purpose of this is, witches, for us to keep connected and keep that relationship with that connection with this deity, for us to be more prosperous in the year to come. We need to establish a connection with someone out there in this universe in order for us to get ahead in life. So the best way for you to do it is by doing an altar to Lady Fortuna. Maybe you'll have your own deities, specific deities that you like, then do it to the specific deities that you like and just change the whole structure of your ritual. But just make sure that if that is something that you like, a great idea for you to actually call upon prosperity into your life is to do an altar and do a ritual like this for the entire year. Okay, witches, if you have at home any of this joss paper, either the money one or the wish one, you want to write down in there your petition for the year to come. Let's say you want a specific amount of money by the end of the year, write it down in this paper. If you have no clue what to ask and you just want the universe to surprise you, then by all means, you can skip this part. All right, witches, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my gold candle. And I'm going to anoint it with my Fortuna oil. You don't have to put a lot, witches. A little bit of oil goes a long way, okay? You just want to put a little hint of this oil in your candle. The idea is for you to get 12 coins. I got my quarters over here. And for every month, you're going to put a quarter. All right, witches, once you have anointed your candle, if you have any wishes, you can put it just right here under the candle. And once you have put all your coins, the 12 coins to representing each month of the year, in your plate with your candle with Lady Fortuna, we're going to light our candle. And the idea is, witches, that once a month, every first of the month, you dedicate a day to Lady Fortuna. Focus in your intentions. Focus in your vision. Meditate while you do this ritual, witches. Think about what you want. Think about your goals. This is going to keep you in check and committed to your resolution. What is it that you want this year to happen into your life? If you want prosperity, focus in that and tell Lady Fortuna exactly what you need and honor her with this little candle. Anoint your candle every first of the month with your oil and repeat once a month, every first of the month, this ritual. And don't lose track, which is we disconnect so much from our magical work because we're so busy on mundane, petty things. The most important thing in your life as a witch is going to be your connection with your deities, your connection with your ancestors, your connections with the spirits, your connection with the universe, with Mother Nature, whatever it is that you choose to believe. Just please make sure that you take the time to do your rituals to connect. This connection must stay strong, this is the most important thing that as a witch you will be doing. Keeping connected, and you keep connected by doing rituals like this. It is very important that once you finish with this ritual, you do an offering to Lady Fortuna. So you're going to get a glass with milk, you're going to add some honey, some poppy seeds, and you're going to leave it in the altar. Don't let the milk go sour. So if you just want to do it overnight, you do it overnight, and then the following day, pour it outside and give it to Mother Nature. And every first, you repeat. This is a ritual that you're going to repeat once a month, the first of every month. Many of you guys ask me, what is it to be a witch? How do you become a witch? And I'm going to tell you this. This is part of being a witch. Having different days throughout your year dedicated to a specific purpose, goal, intentions. I want to share this with you because it's very important for me, and I wish this becomes something very important for you.
And that's it, witches. Please remember to email me if you have any questions, lairofthewitch@yahoo.com. Let me know if you have any specific spells that you would like me to share with you. Also remember to visit my website, WhiteRavenandWitchesLair.com. I have awesome stuff in there for you. And remember to visit my social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. I'm also there for you. It is always awesome talking to you, witches. You must stay very smart, but above all, you must stay so very wicked. Bye.